Hi guys, and welcome to our 100 subscribers video. I've got to say a massive thank you for you guys to getting us to 100 subscribers. We didn't think we would actually get there, and I'm just blown away. We are both blown away. Thank you very much. So we've made this video dedicated to reaching 100 subscribers, so I've got to say a big thank you. If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't even got there. So thank you for watching our content, liking and subscribing, of course. Thank you very much. So in a minute I'll be introducing you to Joe, and Joe will be talking you through a 100 subscriber Yu-Gi-Oh themed deck, and it is actually really fun. I battled against it and it is awesome. I really like it. It's a deck what he might talk about in the future, but it is a really fun deck, so you'll I think you might enjoy that. As well as if you stay tuned in the video, there is an announcement we are making. So there is a big announcement we didn't think we would actually do. So it's an announcement if you're staying tuned watching this video. But first, there is a little intro what you might like.
Mahalo everyone, and a special thank you from me, Joe, if you are one of our first 100 subscribers on this channel. We really appreciate your support, and to show this level of appreciation, I have built for you guys a special 100 theme deck. That's right, this deck is all around the word 100. So let's get straight into it. So the main aim of the deck is to try and summon the number 100 Numeron dragon. And this basically requires us to have two number monsters with the same name and the same rank. So I've ended up going with 1 star because I think that will be the easiest to summon, and you'll see why in a bit, because the monsters that I'm combining together to build this deck are Morphtronics and Thunder Dragons. So we've got 5 stars and 1 stars. So let's go with the Thunder Dragon core to begin with. So I've got essentially the Dark Thunder Dragon and the original Thunder Dragon. So the idea is simply to get these into the grave fairly quickly, and then we use them to summon the boss monsters, Thunder Dragon Duo and Thunder Dragon Lord, and this guy is an absolute beast. So this deck can actually pack a punch when it wants to. It's not a competitive deck, but it kind of works quite nicely. Now anyone that's used a Morphtronic deck knows how important Self-On is, and basically how reliant it is on luck. So essentially you roll a dice and you get to summon a Morphtronic monster if it happens to appear in the number of dice rolls, the number of cards that on top of your deck that you got from that dice roll. So you could only get 1 chance, or you could get 6 chances. And the amount of plays you can make are obviously dependent on the number of Morphtronics you can get. So in this kind of Morphtronic hybrid build, I've tried to focus on the Thunder Morphtronics specifically, so those of the Thunder typing. So things like Magnum Bar and Radian. I've also got in Smartphone because it works really well with summoning lots of Morphtronics via Self-On. And they're 1 star, so like Self-On, they can be used to produce Xyz, number monsters, and I picked number 13, Embodiment of Crime, and number 31, Embodiment of Punishment. So the idea is to try and get both of these, or a pair of these on the field, either 1 of each, or to get a pair of them and synchro summon straight into the Numeron Dragon. We also in the deck, because we're running the Thunder Dragon core, have the option to go for a Thunder Dragon fusion straight into Thunder Dragon Titan. Sad that we can't use Colossus anymore, but you know, that card was pretty overpowered. Pretty much covered most of the things in the deck. So this is Morphtronic Accelerator, which is a really nice +1. If anyone's used Morphtronic, this card is really good. Pot of Acquisitiveness, so both the Thunder Dragons and the Morphtronics use vanishing effects. so this is used to get them back and draw. Cosmic Cyclone's in here because I needed some spell destruction. We've got some other kind of generic destruction in the form of Judgment of Thunder, so whenever I summon a monster I can destroy. And finally we have the two 100 spell and trap cards. Thunder Dragon 100 Thunders, which lets you basically summon a thunder monster from your graveyard, and if you've got multiple copies you can bring them all back, so this could be fantastic. You can use this with Radiant, you can use this with the Thunder Dragons, and it allows you to set up so many different places of the deck, so this had to be a 3. And then I have two Factory of 100 Machines. Honestly, this is kind of a card you'd want to side out because it's not really very good. It gives you 200 attack for removing a whole bunch of Moltronics from play. So yeah, can be handy sometimes. If you've got Magnon Bars and then some of the Thunder Dragon bosses, you can go for the OTK with it. Other than that, it's not that useful, but it's in there anyway. And I think that's all I've discussed other than 1-for-1, which is obviously a way to summon out Moltronic Selfon more easily. So into the extra deck we've already discussed, we've got two copies of the Embodiment of Punishment and Embodiment of Crime, and they have some nice synergy when they are placed on the field together. Obviously the Numeron Dragons, you can detach the Xyz materials from it, and it has a number of really cool effects. So it kind of works, basically, it'll be in the graveyard and then it'll come back and revive itself, but provided you've got no cards in your hand, which you probably won't have because you're running a Morphtronic deck. We have one last 100 card to feature that isn't the side deck 100-footed horror. I put it in there in the side. Technically it's 100-footed, so it's not included in my list of 100 cards. We have the 100 Eyes Dragon, which is formed of a Dark Tuner and one or more non-tuner Fiend type monsters. So this is going to prove a bit tricky. For our Dark Tuner, I'm actually going to go for a Dark Synchro Tuner monster in Phonon Pulse Dragon. This is the only way I could kind of figure out how we're going to play it, and for that you're going to need a whole bunch of Morphtronics, and one of them being Smartphone and the others being some of the other level 1s. I didn't say it was easy to play. And then we're going to use its effect to lower its star level, having already summoned a Scrap Archfiend, and boom, that's how we can get 100 Eyes Dragon with this deck of 40 and not make it a chaotic mess, or even more of a chaotic mess. I have to show some Summer Summoner just because of its artwork, and it's really kind of useful in this deck. You can discard cards, target random monsters and bring them back. It actually is really good. I would probably realistically want to play more of them rather than this, but I had to get 100 Eyes Dragon in there somehow. And for the level 5 number monster, because I'm running 6 level 5s and you can bring back these Thunder Dragons quite easily, I just decided to go with Paradise Smasher. We're already relying on dice with the Morphtronic Selfon, so how about we do it again with Paradise Smasher? I mean, I hadn't encountered this card, but it's brilliant. Basically, both players roll the dice, and whoever rolls the lowest gets crippled. Isn't it brilliant? So yeah, that's and I've got 2 of them in there, obviously, because that's another way in which you can summon Numeron Dragon. And Numeron Dragon's effect means it increases its attack equal to the combined ranks of all the Xyz in the field. So if you can get it out as well as this, then you're talking. Then you are talking. So yeah, I think that just about wraps up this 100 deck. I'm going to hand over back to Ollie now. Thank you very much for watching and continuing to enjoy some of our content. Hopefully there'll be more cool decks like this in the not too distant future.
I hope you liked that deck. I really did. And now a special announcement from our special guest, Magnemite.
Hi there, Magnemite here, or am I? I just wanted to say how much O&J Gaming appreciates your subscription to their channel. Without you, they wouldn't be making any videos at all. Now we know that previously, there hasn't been a way for you to be able to support them. However, now I have built them a brand new Patreon page. Any support that you could give would go directly to improving the quantity and quality of the content on their channel, and they'd be very grateful for the chance to do it. All you have to do is visit www.patreon.com/ONJGaming. That's www.patreon.com/ONJGaming. And with an hand, A-N-D, you got that? Now, we know times are especially hard right now, and we promise all of the videos will remain on YouTube. We do have 3 different tiers for you to be able to contribute your generous wealth, and they will increase in rewards with the higher pricing. For £3 per month, you'll get bonus chances to win Pokemon Online codes and early access to our YouTube content. For £5 a month, you get that, plus a participation entry into our monthly Q&A sessions, where you can vote on our upcoming videos and what the content of those videos might be. For £10 a month, you get all of that, plus entry into our monthly prize giveaway. That might even include me as a list of one of the prizes. If they can catch me. Back to you, Ollie.
There we go. A nice little message from Magmite there. About our Patreon page. Yes, we've got a Patreon page, and you don't have to go there, but it's only there for you guys if you want to support us. If you want to support us and help us make better content, better videos, it's there in the description. So if you want to, it is in the description. And there are 2 videos what have already been uploaded are behind the scenes of Magmite. So behind the scenes, yes, YouTube videos are still coming on here. The videos are going on there, but they're just going a day earlier on Patreon. And yes, and Pokemon Online codes are still going to be able to be won on YouTube, so don't worry about that. But one thing what will only be on Patreon will be behind the scene videos. If there's any bloopers or funny clips or anything like that, there'll be any behind the scenes will be on Patreon as well, just to bit of fun. And there are already 2 videos on there of Magmite being goofy. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our 100 subscriber video. I really appreciate you guys for subscribing, and there are more videos coming soon. So don't worry about that, more videos coming soon. Anyway, you've been with me, Ollie and Joe, and thank you for watching, and we will see you on the 1000 subscriber video. We hope. Anyway, see you for now.